Salute. Al Gabulan PPO Goon, that's interesting podcast. Check us out on Podbean. Forward this one. Emi Lati Momo Koye, the day alive. Divine risings and rotations. Beloved army. Imani. Every day that a new rising comes to me. A new rising comes to me. And that's how we should be. This is the overstanding of the Bennu, wrongly called by the Greeks the phoenix, based upon the colors that was associated with the Bennu bird, reminding them of the tonics that the Phoenicians wore. But regardless of that, it's to re-rise yourself every opportunity you get. No matter how long you expand your life, it's to understand that you're going to get to a point where you have to burn one version of yourself, one version of your mind state, and transfigure into the next stage of yourself, which will also be an infant state in the beginning. Yet that infant state will be further along psychologically, spiritually, and in some cases physically than the former state. But it's still an infant state of that level, because every level has states in that level. Every level got levels. And every rising, I re-rise myself to understand the value that is in not only myself, but that is in us as a collective whole, and us as individuals that will contribute to this collective whole. We cannot be defeated other than defeating ourselves. Remember that. Let me say that again. We cannot be defeated other than defeating ourselves. Pay attention to the society, because even when the so-called enemy is attacking us, it is only attacking us. He or she is only attacking us because we're opening up that door. How are we opening that door? We're opening that door by not having trust, faith, honor, respect, knowing, belief in each other enough to protect each other. How are they opening that door? Because we're willy lynching each other. Listen to what I'm saying. We're willy lynching each other. Based upon the levels that we're on, we downplay each other. Based upon the mind states that we live in, we'll play out each other's other mind states. Not keeping the reminder that all of us are on different levels. And some of us that are on levels way up here, the ones who are truly on the levels way up here, we understand that sometimes we have to ascend or descend back upon the flesh to explain things. This is the art of pedagogy, the art of education, the art of teaching. It's to understand that each individual has a different message that they have to receive. And if you are capable of reasoning with them on all levels, to the point that those all levels can eventually guide them to higher levels, you are a true master. You are a true master of self. But almost like the religious minds, we get to a space where we think we made it to somewhere. We think we've made it to a space or a state of illumination. And then we try to down everybody else that's not in that state of illumination. But if we were truly in that state of illumination, or that state of transfiguration, then we will understand that we were once not in that state. And we'll be able to channel back to the state that we were once in order to reason enough, because now we know what needs to be said to each individual on all aspects of the body. We know what needs to be said to the spleen in order for the spleen to comprehend why the brain exists, but understand that the spleen will never be a brain. Yet the spleen is still a major contributor to the body. The lungs, the heart, the ears, the nose, every single thing, cell, organism that's inside of the body is still relevant, though it'll never be the other part. So no true part that knows its identity is trying to convince another part to become that part, or convince it of why its value is more important than the other value, because all the parts make up the body. And we got to start having faith and a knowing and a belief and a trust in each other's intricate detail that is to be contributed to the body. See, that's what the art of working out and building the human body, like one of my homeboys, that's what he does. He understands that sometimes you got to break the body down in order to break it back up or build it back up. Because maybe you missed something and you got to go back and fix that thing that you missed. Maybe you didn't give enough value to some of the other parts that you needed to give value to in order to make the whole body strong. Because the whole body got to work together in order to be truly strong. Voltron, you got to build in pieces, and the pieces got to come together in order to be truly strong. But you got to have a knowing trust, a knowing faith, a knowing belief in every single part of the body in order for the whole to holistically be pure. And that's what we got to get to metaphorically. That's what we got to get to literally. We got to understand this from the perspective that we all have something to contribute, and none of us have the authority to convince the other one that their contribution should be the same as their contributions. Because, again, look at all these different parts of the body. You think I should convince my locks? You think my eyes should convince my locks that they should see? No, they're antennas though, but they do see, so they relate. So the eyes can convince the antennas of how to make the sentinels position relevant in the mind state of the antennas. So the eyes start to explain to the antennas, well, listen, you know how you utilize the frequencies to feel and see. Well, our job is to be able to see the things that the frequencies create. All right, but anyway, listen, I love y'all. Stay focused, stay positive, stay around focused and positive people. Never lose who you are once you know who you are, and never sacrifice who you are for nothing and nobody. You get that? Don't just wake up, get out of the bed, and stay out of the bed. And help others get out of the bed and stay out of the bed. Get you some rest, but never go back to sleep. Never again slumber. Alafia Farano Wo, Monife Ray La Initi, Ope Aka, Sima Kayerio Yon Kopon, Aka Kayeri and Flama, Umuntu Ingabantu, Laila Imiwaju, Korisa Hin. Salute. Peace, love, respect, peace and motivation. Having illuminated.